Hello everyone, my name is Carrie and I am the owner of Michigan Bear Cup Collection, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to start your candle business. So if you are passionate about candles and you've always want to turn that love into something lucrative for you, you're in the right place. So I'll be going over a basic overview of all the things you need to know and what you need to look at when you're getting started with your candle making business. So why start a candle business? If it's something that's been on your heart, it's something that you've always wanted to do, that's a great reason to go ahead and get started. Also, the candle industry may be heavily saturated with makers, but there are different themes and ideas and different creative points that various people take. So there's always space, in my opinion, for another candle maker. So you really just have to think about what you want your business to look like and what sort of themes that you want to come through with your products, and go ahead and start there. So candles make a great gift. They make great ideas for just relaxation, personal gifts, also for home decor, and also for you to share and show your creativity through your products. So there's lots of things that you can do. And as I said before, there is space in this industry for everyone. Next, let's talk about supplies. So of course you need different materials to get started with your candle business, and wax is going to be something you want to look at. Wicks, of course, and then fragrances, as well as containers for creating your candles. So your jars, your vessels, whether you go with tins, and also like your wax melter and your pitchers and spoons or stirrers. So you have different supplies that you have to consider. And then when you are deciding on what type of wax you want to use or what type of fragrances, you have so many different options out there, but it's important that you find what works for you. So you can look at various companies and see what they have and order samples. You can order smaller amounts of wax, smaller amounts of fragrances, and test those fragrances out, as well as your wicks, to see what works best for you, whether it be a wooden wick, a cotton wick, or just whatever you desire. So you want to make sure that when you're looking at supplies, you're also considering places that are affordable as far as shipping. You want to compare those costs and look at what works best for you, but also make sure that you are looking at the quality, look at the company, and take into account what other people have to say. Check their reviews and see how other people have received their products before you make a firm decision. So next we're going to talk about branding and about selling. So next step in your business, you want to think about your business name and also your logo and what you want that to look like. And so you can include different things that you really love or things that really resonate with you as it relates to your business and how you want your message to be conveyed. And for me personally, I really love bears and I love Michigan. So that's how I came up with Michigan Bear Cup Collection. And beyond that, you also want to think about just branding overall. So your packaging, what you want that to look like, what aesthetic you are trying to give to your products, and then also looking at materials and resources, considering whether something is eco-friendly or not, or if that's something that you want to include in your business, or if that's something that you value as it relates to your business. You definitely want to keep that in mind. So as we talk a little bit more about branding, you also want to consider your labels. So we talked about packaging, but also your labels. What do you want those to look like? You want your candle to stand out. You want people to be able to read the label so that they know what you're trying to convey, and also read the title. So you want to consider the font and make sure that it's legible for most, and just kind of look at those ideas and kind of keep them consistent with your candles, so that when you're branding and people are looking at your products, they can kind of spot your products and say, oh yeah, that's Michigan Bear Cup Collection, or, you know, that's so-and-so's candle company, because your label and your brand ties together and it's consistent, and you can spot your candles out in a crowd. So you want to make sure that you stand out in your own unique way. So next we're going to talk about pricing and profit. So when you're looking at the cost that it takes for you to create your candles, when you're setting your price point, you want to ensure that it is 3 or 4 times the amount of your actual cost. And that way you are ensuring that you're getting a return on your investment, and you're also paying yourself for the time and work that you're putting in to create your beautiful products. And so with that, we're going to move on to where to sell. So a lot of people are like, I want to create products, but I'm not really sure where I'm going to actually sell them. So when you're considering where to sell, you want to think about a website. Maybe you want a website for yourself, and you can do that independently through WordPress if you have someone, or if you are good with development, or someone who's good with creating websites, you can hire someone to do that, or you can go another route and sell through Square and create a website through there and various other platforms, and you can research those to see what works best for you. You can also sell through Etsy. You can sell through wholesale platforms like Faire, and you can also sell in person at farmers markets, local craft shows and events, and you can look through Facebook and kind of see what's local to your area. And if you're willing to travel, you can do that too to get your name out there. So in-person events have been something that's been extremely helpful and successful for myself. So when you're first getting started, I think for a lot of people, they like to put a face with a name, and it's nice to get to meet the owner of a business and talk with them about their products. So doing in-person events is a great way to connect with customers and gain more traffic and just have more people learn about your products that typically wouldn't if they're not people who buy online. So these are some options to consider when you want to sell your products. So now you have an overview of what it takes to get started with your candle business. Go ahead and get started. Don't let anything hold you back. If this is an idea that you've been sitting on, get started today. Start small, and you just never know where you're going to be. Your progress is your progress, so you want to be sure that you are not comparing yourself to others. You can look at others for advice and for motivation, but this journey is all your own, and there's no better time than now to get started. So go ahead, if you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and share, and leave me a comment down in the comment section if you have any additional questions, or there's any other videos or details and information that you'd like to know more about. Feel free to share those with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video.